Let us confine our attention on one of the very important part in English grammar, that is tenses. As we know, without tenses we can't speak in English and we can't write in English. So let's welcome for the topic tenses. So there are three types of tenses. First one is past tense. Second is present tense. Third is future tense. Let us understand first what is past tense. Past tense is one which indicates the work which has already completed early in the morning or in a before the day or in a month or in a year or so many years ago. So when your activities are completed in past, that tense is called as a past tense. For example, when anyone is attending the classes in the morning 10 a.m. So before 10 a.m. that time is called as a past tense. So before you are taking any activities, the activities which have been already done are called as a past tense. So in past tense there are four types: simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, then fourth one past perfect continuous tense. Yes. So in each and every type of tenses there are sub four types. First one is simple past tense. What do you mean by simple past tense? When you take the example, we need to write here clearly. So simple past tense means it is also called as indefinite past tense. In simple past tense, what will happen? The formula is subject plus V2 plus object. So whenever you want to speak in past tense, that is also in simple past tense, a very easy thing is, so that's why it is called as very simple. So subject plus V2 and object. So V2 means it is a very important part. So you know V1, V2, V3. So these are the three verbs. So V1 is a present participle. Present participle. V2 and V3 are past participles. Past participles. So V1, V2, V3. Whenever we want to speak in English, verbs acts as a very important role. So without verb, no English. So almost all. For example, here one example I will take: work. Work is V1, worked, and this is also same, worked. Sometimes V2 and V3 will be same for some words. For example, another word I will take: jump. Jumped and jumped. So these are similar. So in some words, V2 and V3 will be same. But in some other aspects, for example, sing, sang, sung. In such examples, V2, V3 will be different. Write, wrote, written. Okay. So just you see here, V2. Here in this part, V2 is used. For example, subject: I sang a melodious song. So I is the subject, Sang is the V2. A melodious song is the object. Okay. So this is how we can learn English and how we can speak in English. So simple past tense means subject plus V2 plus a object. So here I stands for subject, sang stands for V2, and a melodious song stands for object. So this is the best way to learn English. Anything you can do. Okay. For example, Rama worked in office. Rama subject, worked V2, in office is object. Rama worked in office. So without was and where, okay, no was and where here. No was and where, don't use here. In this simple past tense, no was and where. No, had, okay, and had been. So these are not used. Compulsory you have to note. Don't use here no, was and where, no, had and had been. So this is called as a simple past tense.